Good morning, good afternoon, guys, good evening. God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail. We're in downtown Dallas today, guys. We are in downtown Dallas. A vehicle that I did a couple months back. This one here has it's a 3-year coating, and customer's dog ended up scratching a little bit of the coating. So we're gonna be repairing, obviously we're repairing this whole side, and then we're gonna just recoat it. I went ahead and it's pretty much like there's a little bit here, there's a little bit on this area, but I'd rather go ahead and just polish this whole side and then just recoat it. It'll be much easier to do, and it'll look even, because I don't like to just do like spots. I don't know if I've said it in the past, when it comes to corrections. When I do corrections, I want to do a thorough one step because I don't want to diminish the clear. This is a 98. This is a 98. And when I got this vehicle, the paint the clear was perfect. There was enough clear. It had a lot of scratches through the times, obviously. But I was able to do a very nice two-step on it, which really brought out everything that the paint had. We had a little bit of oxidation. We had a little bit of brush marks, obviously. So it turned out really, really nice. Unfortunately, obviously, the dog kind of got on the paint and created some big scratches. So that's all we're doing today, is we're gonna repair a little bit of the damage, and then we're just gonna recoat. I'm using F6 on a Rupes medium cut wool pad, on a medium wool pad. But this should not take me very long, guys. I'm gonna be using a straight rotary for this part. So stay tuned, guys, and I want to get into talking about, I think, a major question that has been asked to me. You know, they're like, "Hey, Carlos, how are you successful? How are you so successful?" Right? So today's video is gonna be about success, right? How have I been so successful in my business? So that's what we're going to be talking about, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, so we are pretty much to the finishing stage of the polishing. Right now I'm just going to go over it with F6. This is a Lake Country medium cut foam pad. I'm using a rotary. I'll be doing a video later on this. All right, so we'll start it at a speed 1. When you get down to this polishing stage, you don't want to do it in high RPMs. You are polishing the paint. So I usually tend to keep it between speed 1, speed 2, just very slow. Let the pad just do the work. And trust me, you won't have any swirls. I'm sure you guys have seen Apex Detail did a video on this process, and I just recently came across it, and Erwin from Hawaii was like, "Yo, have you seen this video?" And I was like, "No, man." So I watched it, and then I got to work on it, and I started working on my panel that I have. And guys, I was so impressed doing it this route. I mean, I've heard the stories of using rotary for finishing and all that, but I guess I just never believed it. But here we are, using the Max Shine M1000 to cut and finish. And I will say, the finishing is much better on this. But anyways, let's get back to the main topic about successful, how I've been successful. And I've never really had a way to explain to somebody how I'm successful, because I really don't know how to answer that to them. But my success, guys, to some extent, to some people, successful means monetary, means they have a lot of money, they have multiple businesses, I don't know. But for me, being successful, guys, is very simple. I'm successful because I'm alive, guys. That's the only thing I'm happy about. You know, people are like, I'm successful in not monetary way, but living way. I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm already successful, guys. From the day I get up, if I'm breathing, I'm already successful, right? But I'm nobody to tell anybody, you know, how to run your business and stuff like that, just because I just, I don't know, just everybody's success is different. Everybody's success is different, guys. And with patience, your business will grow. You know, if I could get into a little bit of the monetary side, you know, I was never successful, really. I struggled in my business. You know, some of you guys know my story. You know, I slept in my truck for about 3 months, and I had to grind it out. But I was determined that I wasn't gonna lose the fight, you know, of reaching my dream. So keep at it, guys. Keep at it. Never give up. Never, never, never give up. Once you give up, you've lost the fight. All right, let's take this polish off. It's time to coat it. Alrighty, guys. So we are to the after you polish it, you'll use for me, my choice of IPA is Duplicolor grease and wax remover. I'll spray it, let the product kind of sit in there, and then I'll just come in and wipe over it. That'll remove all the residue, the sealant or the polishes, whatever. Even when you're doing a wax, right? Even if you're doing a basic wax, you always want to IPA before you apply the wax, or you apply the sealant, or, you know, like an SiO2 spray, because you want the product to bond into the metals of the vehicle, right? So when I started my business, I didn't know that. So I learned as I go, to be honest, but I was doing waxing wrong. I was literally washing the car, I wasn't claying, and then I was just putting the wax, until finally somebody, you know, called me out on it, which I have no problem. If it's something that makes sense and it's gonna make me better, I'm all for it. And I'll never forget, I had posted something, and they were like, hey, what's your process? And I was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna wax, and then I'm gonna wash a car, and then I'm gonna wax it. Again, I've been working at a car wash for about 16 years, and I was never taught the correct way, right? So, and that's what I did. And the guy was like, hey, can I just give you some advice? And I was like, yeah, of course. He was like, that's not how to properly do a wax or a sealant or anything like that. So I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, you have to go this route. And this is the route that I learned. And it made total sense, guys. And as in a way, once I realized it, I was like, dang, I've been stealing from my customers because I wasn't doing it correctly. So I learned this method, and it has worked for me ever since. You're gonna have a longer lasting durability, a longer sealant, or whatever the case may be, depending on your area, of course. But all right, let's coat it. Alrighty, guys, so it's coating time. I've already gone and did the IPA and everything, and it's now coating. We're gonna recoat this bad boy. And we're working outside right now, guys. We're working outside. The weather is about, we're probably like in the 80s right now, so the humidity is very high, and you can already see the coating flash. Obviously, when working outside, remember, work very quickly, because if this thing cures on you, you're screwed. You got to redo it. T6 Plus, it is very easy to remove, guys. Very easy, literally. Apply, blend, buff, and that's it. All right. I'm using the Rack Company puck. That's what we're using today. So let me flip the camera over and I'll kind of get you guys an up close. All right, let's keep going. So all I'm applying, guys, is just a nice little strip. For some, you might say that's a lot of coating, and for me, I'm good. So I always work in small sections, guys. It's already flashing, so I don't know if the camera can see it, but you got rainbowing all right there. So same process, just give it a couple minutes, a couple seconds, sorry. Blend. Look how easy that is to remove. Flip it over, and I just buff off. So easy to do, guys. Very easy, very simple. All right, and let's move it up here, maybe, and hopefully the camera can catch a little bit of the flashing. Remember, work in small sections when you're coating. If you get way too confident, that's when mistakes start to happen, guys. So, you know, just, and you can see it rainbowing. I don't know if the camera can catch it, but on my side, I can see it right over here. It's already flashing. So you don't want to keep the coating on there too long. Once it starts rainbowing, T6 Plus, if you're new to coatings, T6 Plus will flash. We'll give you the flashing. T3 won't flash on you, T9 won't flash on you, but this one will. So it's literally flashing, and look how easy that is to just buff off. All right, so that's it. Apply, remove, and keep going. And always remember, guys, when you are when you're removing the coating, make sure you remove it off completely. If not, you're gonna have some high spots. And that's it, guys. Let's go ahead and do this bottom portion. And that pretty much wraps our process. So this side's coated, this side is not coated. So far, I'll do a more in-depth review, I mean, on the puck, and I'll let you guys know exactly what are my thoughts on it. So far, I really like it. I really like it. So again, work in small sections. Don't overdo it, because once you start getting too confident on the coating, then that's when mistakes start to happen. So remove. Remember, don't overdo the coating, because then that's mistakes happen. So applying the coating, I feel it's very easy. I think it took me about a good 3 weeks to kind of get how to apply a coating, because I was waiting way too long, and it started leaving the high spots. It literally, they were there. So all right, so it's already flashing, and I don't know if the camera can catch the angle, but it's flashing. And all you do, guys, is just blend it in one side, and then you buff it off completely as is. And then we're gonna go to the very end, which is right over here, and we're done. So we're just gonna finish this half, and that's it. I apply the coating, I usually apply it heavy, that's just me. All right. Ooh, that breeze feels good. And there you go. Let's just make sure we close the coating always, and that's it. All right, so there's flashing already, and I don't know if the camera will catch it, but I'll try to start doing a little bit better on my kind of up close. Literally, T6 Plus, the buff off is very easy. T6 Plus is more for the vehicle that tends to be in harsh elements, or is that vehicle that, for me, is that car that stays outside a lot, you know, doesn't see a garage 365 days a year. So this is where a T6 Plus comes into effect, because it will, in reality, it expands, giving you more clear, more protection, and that's it. All right, and that's it, guys. Very quick, very easy, and the truck is back protected. So overall, guys, I hope excuse me, I hope you guys have a great Friday. Thank you for watching today's video. It wasn't a lot, it was just a very quick brief on using a rotary entry, which I'll be doing a video down the road on how to use a rotary and use it as a as your finisher as well. Very quick, very efficient. But anyways, God bless you guys. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I'll see you guys on the next video.